taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Duggan will look to throw this. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Duggan looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You talk about this Miami defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
In motion right is Mingo. Throwing, Duggan. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Duggan to throw. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Duggan now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Duggan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I don't need to.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. St. Brown motioning left. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw is Duggan. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
No gain there as he kept it himself in 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 9-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Wormley, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this one.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now, after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A good catch to move the chains from Berrios. Nelson is an all-pro return man. Miami, no doubt, will use him there, but he doesn't want you to sleep on him as a receiver as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Attack, attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And a throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 38, Duggan. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Now he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Back to throw. Dugan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now that's complete to Sanders. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Santoso now to send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Max Duggan, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point try good by Gano, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down, back to Sanders. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Yellow.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 54 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Santoso now to send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there have to change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Duggan will look to throw this. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. For by any stretch. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15. On
1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and a couple. Here's Duggan to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Duggan looking to throw.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Dugan, he's going deep for Brown.
That is incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Sanders toss left side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
To throw is Duggan. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
20. Pushing his way through. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Duggan now to throw.
Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Giants 24, Dolphins 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
From Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at their 36-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
15. Easy. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal.
This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
Up and good for Santoso. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Powers through. And down inside the 15 he goes. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
First down, New York.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now 3rd down and 7. Duggan. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
43.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Gallup in motion right.
43.
Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Duggan will look to throw this.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hero 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Duggan looking to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Throwing, Duggan. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here's Duggan to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in.
Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle, 57 yards. And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play fake. Mahomes going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yellow.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here we go, 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Duggan. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit.
There he goes, left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Duggan now to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is taken down. He's got a first. And they are on the precipice of field goal range now. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here comes 2nd down. From the 39, Duggan. He gets it underneath to Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run with Hall. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from long, very long range. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Attack, attack! 43! 43! 0-15!
Mahomes. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of the first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, rip lift. My side.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Duggan. And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down.
Duggan.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw.
Dugan. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
8-yard pickup. First down, Giants.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Complete right side to Otten.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Jets, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.